Hello, this is a video of the testing of my program, my final project of computer science, part 1. And I thought it was better to do the testing like that and not to have to read 7 pages of words and loads of images. It could be quite confusing, and I guess this is a better way to explain things. Because at the time I'm talking, you are actually seeing it on the video, so I think it's a perfect way to do it. Well, let's go with the testing. You can see here the console already. There's no image yet. You have to input it, as it says there. You have to input a location. We can put random characters instead of a location, and it will send an error message. It won't crash, just an error message saying that the location was not correct and there's no image there. So it gives us a chance of giving another location. So let's try this several times to see that you can make as many mistakes as you want. And now we're gonna choose a proper location. Now you're gonna see the image, and wait a second. Yeah, perfect. You can see the image now. Wait, now. And well, you can close the image with ESC or closing the window, but let's try and, I don't know, press random keys. Let's see if something happens. Nothing happens perfectly, so there cannot be any bugs here. You just press ESC and the image closes. Is that the image you wanted? You could say no, or nope, or not, or no, as you like. Okay, it doesn't matter. Even if you put numbers, it's considered as no, because I preferred having that. If he doesn't say yes explicitly, then I want to consider it as a no, to give the chance of not continue with the program, but put it in the location again. So yeah, basically you can say nope, for example, and it gives you the chance of giving the location again. We give the same location or a different location as you like, and the image comes up again. We close it, and let's say yes or yeah, as you like. That is entirely up to you. Then now, basically now this like the image and the menu. So let's run through the menu. We're not gonna go and close the program yet, because that will be the last thing to do. So, well, you cannot see the title of each image, but it changes depending on what you're doing. Now it says image, but if you do black and white, it will say black and white. But that is in the reports also, so you can see it there. In here, we just doing the testing and explaining what have I done for the testing, and not explaining how the program works. Okay, so yeah, let's try and do black and white. There's no input from the user here, so no errors can be found if the program is correct. Yeah, here you have the black and white image. You can save an image, and in here you can write whatever you want for the location. If the location does not exist, no image will be saved. If the location is correct, but the name of the image is the same as one that is already there in the same folder, then as it says in the warning, images with the same name will be replaced. Okay, so you can save it if you just say the name of the image, like black and white, and the type, BMP, like in the example, or you can use GPG as you like. Then it will be saved next to the program, okay, next to the source code. Let's go and save it, and then the image turns on again, like pops up, and we can continue modifying it. Okay, we can obviously, I have not shown it, but as it says in there, we move around the menu with our arrows and the enter button. It doesn't matter if it's the enter in the keyboard or on the number pad. Okay, so let's do sepia. It can be done from black and white. There's no problem with that. Takes a bit of a while, but there's no errors because there's no input from the user, so it does it perfectly. Then you can do brightness, and here it was quite tricky. I had to try different things because trying to look at the cin.fail did with stuff, and you had to close a program in order to try and input something else. So I've modified it in order to not have to close a program. Okay. So basically here you should enter an integer or a float. It doesn't matter. Like you could say 50.7, but we're gonna try and input something that is not expected. And it says warning: you're trying to enter an invalid input. It waits for 5 seconds and then it loads an image without any changes. Okay. Then now, because I've changed loads of times the code, now you can input a proper number without closing the program. Now it will be a darker image, as you see. With the undo button, basically you undo the changes and you go back until the original image. Okay, so in here, the original image is always saved as the last save. Okay, and then you can have up to 8 undo changes. Okay, so basically 8 autosaves, let's say. Those autosaves are erased each time you run the program, but I'm not gonna get much into it because that's more an implementation and not the testing. So let's do negative, for example. No input from the user, so there's no problem. We could do, let's undo it, so it does a good edge detection. No, again, no input from the user, so there cannot be any errors here. Here you have it. Let's undo it again and crop the image. In here you have to select with your mouse. Well, in the video I don't know why it doesn't show the mouse, but actually now I'm selecting one part of the image, and here you have it. Yeah, I was just looking at the video. Yeah, here you have it. There's the cropped image. You can undo it again. And rotation, here also you have the same code for the part of the testing. Okay, if you input something weird, then it will do the same as in brightness. Okay, it's the same part of testing. It will basically not do any changes. Okay, as you see, there's no rotation. But you can try it again and do, for example, let's say negative, 450, for example, degrees. That would be the same as 90 degrees. So let's do a different angle because I want to do something strange or not like 90, 180 because that's simple. So let's say 158. Okay, and that would be like 98. Yeah, 98 angles, and here you have it. I don't know if you can see it properly in the video, because I don't have much space. Actually, in my screen, I cannot see the whole image. So actually, to see the whole image, let's scale it. Okay, let's scale it to 50%, and here you have it. Now you can see it properly. Okay, perfect. Let's see. Well, in the scale, also you could enter with numbers. Okay, and again, it does the same thing as in brightness and rotation. Basically, it does not change. Okay, you could undo it perfectly. Okay, here you have it. And there's the watermark. where you have to input a location, the same thing as in save the image. No, sorry, not save the image. When loading the image, the beginning of the program is the same thing. So if you write something wrong, it gives you again the option of giving something valid. Here you have an example. Maybe some people will not like that because there's lots of people that hate Apple or whatever, but it was the easiest one to find. So here you have the watermark perfectly working. And you can undo it also. It's easy to do. And then the one that I implemented the last but not least is a change of color. As you see, we have here a different menu. Okay, and basically we can take some red out. We can add some green if you want to. With all that with the arrows. Okay. Yeah. So basically now it's everything green. Those errors, it's because of the recording. I swear the program works perfectly, but the recording is doing something weird. Okay, so basically you can do it the same, or do whatever you want. I mean, or leave it as it was. And when you have finished with your modifying, you can quit, and then the image is saved, and you can still continue modifying it, for example, rotating it again, or whatever you want. So I guess there cannot be more options, different options than that. So maybe there is, as there are always bugs that cannot be found until someone tries it. So I guess there's no more types of testing that. So in here finishes my program and my testing. Let's close the program, and as you see, it basically closes. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.